If I could give her and give her and give her everything she wants. No, it's fine, I go, okay, maybe there isn't a right way. Gotta believe that I won't stray. I don't wanna play these games. All I know is I don't ever want to take this wild home. I want you to know that. I want you, you know that. I want you to know that. I want you, you know that.
That was the incredible sound of British singer-songwriter Callum Burrows, aka Saint Raymond. He's recently finished touring with Ed Sheeran as the opening act on his UK tour, and now it's time for his own UK headline tour. He'll be performing at the Institute in Birmingham on Monday the 9th of February. I had the chance to get to know him a little bit better and hear more about the tour. Hi Callum.
How you doing, man?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good, all good.
Thanks ever so much for taking the time to speak to me today. Before we jump in, let's just explain that name. Where did Saint Raymond come from? Because your name is actually Callum Burrows, isn't it?
Yeah, that's correct. So the name comes from the Saint part to do with a place back home in Nottingham. And Raymond was my granddad's name, so it's kind of just the tip of the hat kind of thing.
Oh, cool, I like that. So you're from Nottingham then?
Yeah,
Yes,
still live there, man.
You still live there?
I love it up there.
So
Yeah, I think it's been a big thing for me. It's just kind of having a hub to go back to, like just going back to like a home and a hub, and just see family and friends and stuff. So it's been really nice to get away from the madness of London.
Absolutely, yeah. So what's the music scene in Nottingham like then?
It's really good at the minute, man. For the last couple of years, it's really started taking off in terms of it's really started being noticed as a music scene. With the rise of Jake Bugg and guys like Doggy Dead and Amber Run. So I think there's a really good vibrant scene at the minute.
So is that scene been quite important to you in bringing you onto the scene?
Massively, man. Massively. Like I think just the good thing about Not is everyone's really supportive of each other. So it's been really good.
That's awesome. So how is everything going for you right now then? These last few years have been a bit of a whirlwind for you, haven't they? Yeah, man. It's been pretty crazy to be honest. I think the last year has just been unbelievable. I think going on tour with Ed Sheeran was amazing, and so much has happened, and but it's all just been building and still building now. So it was good, man. And I think Christmas time was a really good time to sit back and reflect on everything that's happened. But I'm just really excited for this year, to be honest. Good. You're 19. Have I got that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
19, and you rushed onto the UK music scene at the age of 18, and the press were all over you. They're saying they can expect big things from you. Does it feel a bit unreal to you?
Yeah, it's still a bit weird. I think those kind of, the praise and stuff is amazing, but for me, I've always just kind of tried to put it to one side. I think if you start focusing on praise too much, I think you kind of take your eye off the ball of it, and, I think I've always just been trying to have my eye on the music, which has been the most important thing.
But you've already done a lot, and you've been received really well by the country. Headline tours, the festival scene, you supported Haim on their sold-out UK tour, iTunes Single of the Week. A couple of your records have even received Zane Lowe's hottest record status, so you must be pretty chuffed.
Yeah, man, I think, you always hope of them things kind of happening, and it's always a bit surreal when they do, and, because there's so many artists that I've heard about through Zane Lowe, so to become one of those artists myself is, it's really good, man.
Great. Have you ever found you're in a shop or watching the TV and your music's come on?
It's really weird for me. It's, I still, find it surreal, and, I kind of weird. It was only the other day I ever heard myself on the radio for the first time without. So normally I'll hear myself and someone say, "You're on the radio," and I'll go and turn it on. First time the other day, I actually was just listening to the radio, and I was like, "Whoa, it's really it's still it's a bit weird."
Yeah, I can't imagine that. Must be so weird.
Yeah, it's so strange.
So towards the end of last year, you were supporting Mr. Ed Sheeran on his Multiply tour. I'm very jealous of that, I must say. Yeah. But how was it?
Amazing, man. I think as a tour, it's kind of a one-in-a-lifetime experience. Some of the shows, the O2 Arena 4 times and stuff. And I think Ed is such a good guy to learn from, and he's so humble and down to earth. So it was amazing.
So that was the first time I saw you. I saw you in Birmingham at that show there. But I found that I already knew some of your music, but just didn't know much about you or that it was you. So I became quite a big fan from that. I actually tweeted you as well, amazing. I must say. You didn't tweet back.
Oh, amazing.
So, were you a big fan of Ed's before that?
Yeah, I've kind of been, I was kind of inspired by Ed's whole story from when I was about 15, 16, I was always, maybe even earlier, I was a bit inspired by how he just went and did it, and, and whole sofa surfing life, and just went and tried to make the music. And so that kind of really inspired me to just go and have a go at it, and not be scared. So I say he was definitely someone I was inspired by at an early age.
That's awesome. So now that the two of you are best mates, can we expect you two to be touring again or collaborating anytime soon?
I'd love to, me and Ed have loved, we talk about doing a collaboration, but, his schedule's mental, but I'm sure as soon as it dies down, we'll try and get in the studio together.
Cool. So, on to the tour now then. You've done a few headline tours before, but what's significant about this one?
I think this one for me is, there's a couple of things on this tour, and one of them is the hometown show in Nottingham is at Rock City, which is a venue I've been going to for about 5 years now, and I've always like, oh man, I'd love to play this room one day, and I'm as a headline because I played a good time support and stuff, but there's something amazing about that show that's like, it went on sale in October, and I remember talking to my manager, and I was like, are we really going to put City on sale? Like, it's too early, I won't be able to sell it, and then when it went, I'm still a bit like, so I'm really excited about that. And the other thing is just the general tour being sold out, I think, because for me, it's like, it still blows my mind that people are buying tickets in Glasgow and Birmingham, and so it's just, I think, and just the growth of it, really, like, going 6 months ago, I played in Dublin, a headline show, and there's about 40 people there, and then, doing the main room, which holds 850 in a couple of weeks, so it's just, I think these kind of things, they're not there to boost your ego, but I think they just, they keep you going as an artist, and it's like people are really interested in the music, and it makes you want to crack on, really.
Absolutely, and it should be noted that you have sold out the entire tour, so I think you deserve a massive congratulations there, Callum. So,
thanks, man.
What can people expect from your upcoming tour then?
Me and my live band, we just have a lot of fun, and I think that's what I always just want to bring, that festival vibe to a live show, that it's just a party and people should dance and let go, and that's what people should hope for. They should hope for a good party.
Great, awesome. So, I'll be coming along to your Birmingham show, and I'm really looking forward to that, seeing you again. It should be mentioned, though, Callum, that you've done all this and you haven't actually released an album yet, have you?
Yeah, so I think, it's still, someone mentioned something about me the other day, and it's just kind of blown my mind a little bit. But I think that's, if anything, it's the power of the internet, and, things like, obviously Twitter and stuff, but then the BBC introducing, and all these different outlets now that are helping people listen to music where they may not have heard it before until an album came out. So, it's an exciting time.
Absolutely, but you have recently just announced that you're working on your debut album with the producer Jackknife Lee.
Yeah.
Would you just like to explain to the listeners just who that is?
So Jackknife Lee is a guy who's produced artists such as U2, Block Party, Two Door Cinema Club, Snow Patrol, a stupidly good CV, and I just went to meet him in LA, and I was just fascinated by him as a person more than anything. And a lot of fun making that record up in the mountains in LA, and it was it was a really fun time. So kind of just putting the finishing touches on it all now, and excited to get it out.
Sounds awesome. So what can we expect from the album then?
I think the EPs have kind of been the stepping stone towards the album, and the sound that I've kind of zoned in and tuned, and finally kind of moulded it into something. But I think at the same time, there won't be any limitations on the album, and there will be the slow moments and the different moments. So I think I've always just tried to do, like, encapsulate the live show into the record, which can be a hard thing, but that's what the plan was.
Awesome. When's the release date?
No official release date yet, but hopefully the summertime.
Cool. Well, 2015 looks like it might be another big year for you then. So have you got a busy day today?
Today I've got some stuff on this afternoon, and then I've got a show for MTV tonight. So
cool.
Should be fun.
Sounds like a good day. Well, I'll let you get back to it. So that's Callum Burrows, a.k.a. Saint Raymond. You can catch him on his Headline UK tour in February, and he'll be at the Institute in Birmingham on Monday the 9th. Can't thank you enough for taking the time to speak to me today. Best of luck for the future, and I'll see you in Birmingham. Thanks ever so much.
Cheers, man.
Should I be on my way? You're leading me astray. Should I be on my way back home? you know that I want